Hi, I'm Terrence Boykin with Boykin Realty Associates, brokered by eXp Realty, here today with Jeff Cochran from Exclamation Communications to answer the question, how do business owners pivot out of the coronavirus pandemic era? And I wanted to talk with Jeff today because Jeff and his team have done some great work with me in rebranding during this time. They helped me with my logo, my signage, and some other communication so that we can come out with a fresh new look after this period. Jeff, I wanted to find out from you a little bit about your company and then maybe a couple things that you might recommend that small business owners like myself start doing during this time so that they can come out ahead.
Great.
Cool.
Thanks, Terrence. Jeff Cochran with Exclamation Communications. We're out of Raleigh, and we've been in business for 26 years, helping businesses who might need to rethink how they communicate who they are. So that's typically a rebranding effort, and out of that, things like websites and brochures and identities and things like that are the types of things that we often work with our clients on. As far as things that folks can do right now, I will agree that it's really important to be doing things just like you're doing here, and needing to be able to think, outside the box, doing things that are different than maybe you've done them before, because we do tend to get in a pattern of doing the same things, and when they're working, that's great, but when they stop working, we need to really recognize that, right? So one of the things that I personally have been doing recently is I've been jumping back on the phone and making cold calls. And, I haven't had to make cold calls in a lot of years. And, really taking advantage of that and finding that, a lot of the people on the other end of the phone are actually quite nice. And in addition to that, they are, actually willing to talk to you because they're in the same boat we are, right? So everybody needs a little break once in a while. And if they get a friendly voice on the phone, that's helpful. I think probably ramping up your presence on social media makes an awful lot of sense as well. And for us, a lot of the companies that we're talking to, they're just saying, look, I'm not sure if I'm, exactly how I'm going to come through this thing, and we're really starting to say, look, you need to really kind of start thinking in terms of just positioning your business, your messaging, and your visual appeal, and getting the word out about who you are, no matter how you do that, right? In addition to the two I just said, it's sort of putting a stake in the ground and making some plans about what to do moving forward.
Okay, so what I'm hearing, because a lot of the things you just said really spoke to me, because I know I try to do a lot of my social media on my own, and I reach out to my assistant 3 or 4 times a day, change this on our letterhead, do this. Is this the type of that? So that's what your company could do right now for that small business owner. Get it right down to the point where they need, so it's not a lot of back and forth, and it's that perfect look for them, correct?
Right. So we really help to develop a brand look that supports your culture and your product offering or your service offering, right? So it really is the easiest way to think about it is, what's your brand promise? What do you say you'll do?
Got it.
And then how do we visually articulate that? And so whether that's a new logo or it's some other type of collateral material, those are all things that we can do to help to elevate your message and provide a crisp look, and some tools that you can use moving forward. Typically folks that work with us, they'll come to us for the bigger projects, but on the smaller items like changes to their site or putting a banner on their social media, they aren't necessarily looking for us to do that, but we actually can create the tool sets for them to be able to do that easily.
Okay. You mentioned some larger projects. What type of larger companies are you working with and are you helping right now?
Yeah, so actually we just got approval on a project yesterday, as a matter of fact, for a national organization out of New York City. And that particular firm provides testing to education marketplace K through 16, so through college, right? And then they also have international clients as well. And so they've actually come to us and asked us to redo their website for them. And in addition to that, they have about 12 standardized tests that they deliver to their clients around the world. And they're changing the platform in which they're doing that on, and we're going to actually sort of dress up the communications that goes out in those tests. So that'll mean new graphics, new fonts, new color palettes, photographic styles, illustrations, and potentially videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys do a little bit of everything from the little guys like me all the way up to the international companies.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I know we're filming this right now in the Triangle area. If someone is watching this here or watching this video across the country, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you, Jeff?
Well, my number's 410-292-7194.
Okay.
And our website is eci-design.com. That's eci-design.com. Great way to just check out our work and see a little bit about what we do and how we help companies to improve their visual and communications appeal.
Cool. Well, thanks for that information today, Jeff. If you guys have any questions about logos, about branding, social media, national campaign, please reach out to Jeff. We will have his information in the section below, and I'm sure he would be more than happy to work with you because they did a great job for us. Hope this video was helpful. If you have any ideas for future videos, please let us know. Again, this is Terrence Boykin with Boykin Realty Associates, powered by eXp Realty, and Jeff Cochran of Exclamation Communications. Have a great day.